The Downtown Denver Partnership is a nonprofit organization that helps develop the city of Denver both in a placemaking way and economically as well. We work alongside the city as well as the private stakeholders down here. When I started, part of a entry-level position was to be the system admin of Salesforce. Coming in, I was the new system admin to a system I had never worked on. That was very scary. I relied a lot on Spinnaker Support, still rely a lot on Spinnaker Support, but really being kind of my guide through this until I was able to figure out Salesforce. The trust I put into Spinnaker very early on, I didn't have a choice being so new to even the CRM. We were actually able to become a working team and be like, hey, this is how I know the system to work. I felt like every time I had concerns, they were heard. I had worked with Spinnaker for a couple of our integrations into Salesforce. Ended up meeting some amazing people through that, people who I asked to continue to work with. Even after the project closed, if there was an issue and it led back to something within the integration, he would jump in anytime and help. Before, not only was it going to be our CRM, but it was going to be our books, our accounting needs. And it just that's not gonna help us in the long term. And Spinnaker knows that. My support team already knows that. It's like, okay, great, you pivot, we pivot. And what better support than that? There's not a question, it's like, great, these are your needs now. We see where you're going longevity-wise. I tell my team all the time, like, I appreciate Spinnaker. They get us, and I don't have to worry. And if there's any hiccups, they have a backup plan. They have a plan B. I absolutely love that the team focuses on not only our short-term needs, but our long-term needs. My relationship with Spinnaker Support is fun, trusting, and respectful. That's what support is. They're humans. I already have the technology. The computer is right in front of me. I don't need more stiff computers. I want a person to interact with, somebody who's like, hey, I can talk about Apex codes and flows and all of that stuff, but also like, I went to this concert this weekend. Like, it's the human interaction.